What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with the NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Friday, November 25th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comment section who your favorite plays are, and then please go sign up at BetMGM. They are the sponsor of this video. If you're new to BetMGM and you live in a legal sports betting state, head on over using the link in the description. Put $10 down on the World Cup. My recommendation for today, put it down on the United States taking on England. You do that as long as there's a goal scored. Not just from the United States. It can be from the US, from England, or from somebody completely different. As long as there's a goal scored in the World Cup, you're going to get $200 in free bets. That's as simple as it's ever going to get. So if you're looking to get into sports betting, please go check it out. Now we're going to round out the bottom of my top 10 with Terrence Mann, Reggie Jackson, Anthony Simons, Kevin Porter Jr., and Jaylen Brown on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today. It's time to find out. First up at number 5, I'm going to Norm Powell. He's shooting guard, small forward eligible. 4,700, projected for 29. The goal is 33.5, and he is in the optimal lineup 13% of the time. No Paul George, no Kawhi Leonard, no Luke Kennard here. Powell going to play around 28 minutes off the bench, maybe a little bit more if things are going well. He'll be around a fantasy point per minute, 29% usage. He's going to shoot every time he's got the ball. 19 points and basically nothing else. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, a stock and a half. It's a pace down spot against Denver, but there's just more minutes and more role to go around with no PG, no Kawhi. And I think Norm Powell with shooting guard, small forward, guard forward utility just kind of fits into any piece you need. Back to Philadelphia at number 4 for Shake Milton once again. Point guard, shooting guard eligible, $6K now. Price is starting to climb, but it doesn't really matter. He's just going to play a ton of minutes as the starting point guard for the Sixers because we still have no Maxey, no Harden, and no Joel Embiid. Projected for 35, the goal is 40. He's in the optimal lineup 13% of the time. 35 minutes for Milton, 23% usage, 18 points, 5 boards, 5.5 assists, and a stock. Pace neutral against Orlando, but it's an Orlando Magic team that you're not all that scared about. However, the Sixers are actually 3.5-point dogs here. This one should be competitive. And if it's competitive, that means you're getting 34, 35, 36 minutes out of Shake Milton. Those minutes just aren't reflected in his price tag and his role, so I'm going straight back to him. At number 3, we head to Golden State for KLAY Thompson, shooting guard eligible, 5,800, projected for 35.5. The goal is 39. He's in the optimal lineup 13% of the time. We saw KLAY break out last week, or maybe that was earlier this week. I don't know. The holiday messes me up. You guys know the game that I'm talking about. He's a fantasy point per minute guy in a slight pace up spot against the bad Utah Jazz defense. No reason he can't go crazy with the shot today. 26% usage over 33 minutes, 22 real points, 4 boards, 2.5 assists, and a stock. Look, you roster KLAY Thompson for the days that he hits 8 threes, and I think today is just as likely as any other day for him to do that, particularly against the Jazz. At number 2, we're looking at Jose Alvarado. This is where we take a big-time jump up in tier. These top 2 guys are not like the rest of them. Point guard eligibility for Alvarado, 3,800, so only $800 above the minimum. Projected for 27. The goal is just 29. He's in the optimal lineup 18% of the time. I got him in for 30 minutes, but he can play more. Stepped into the starting lineup with CJ McCollum out with COVID. He's a 0.9 fantasy point per minute guy. 17% usage, 11 points, 5 assists, 4 boards. You're getting a little bit of everything. 2.5 stocks. What you're really hoping for is a big defensive game here. It's slight pace up against Memphis. They're 2.5-point dogs, so it should be ultra competitive. You just don't normally get guys like this stepping into a starting role and maintaining that sub 4K salary. So today is a day that you should absolutely be getting to Jose Alvarado. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder to please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. You don't want to miss when we're putting out new live content. It's constant for our channel. Be sure to let me know in the comment section who your favorite plays are. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. That's pretty important, I think. At least for me it is. And then finally, please go sign up at BetMGM if you can. If you're in a legal betting state and you haven't signed up yet, link is in the description. Your number 1 contender for today is Collin Sexton. Point guard, shooting guard eligible, 4,600, projected for 34. The goal is 33, and he is in the optimal lineup 24% of the time. Sexton's playing 32 minutes or more here as he steps into the starting lineup to replace Mike Conley, who is out injured. He's over a fantasy point per minute guy, 25% usage. It's a lot of scoring, 21 points, 4 boards, 4 assists, and a steal. It is a really nice pace up spot against Golden State. Utah gains 2.5 possessions over their average. They are pretty sizable underdogs at 7 points, but I gotta rub my eye here. If it stays competitive, and I expect it to be competitive for most of this game, hell, they can just win it outright. 32 minutes at a minimum for Sexton, but I think he can play 33, 34, upwards of 36. Even at 32, he's my number one play. Even if you take that down to 30, he's my number one play. Colin Sexton is the best play on DraftKings, at least at 9:20 a.m. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Friday, November 25th. FanDuel versions around here somewhere, so make sure you're checking it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We're back again on Sunday morning for another edition of the Contenders.